Hey guys, sorry, I'm just fixing the camera. Okay, I'm in a new area. Let me get closer to the phone. So welcome, Tarot Tuesday. Here we go. Got my morning coffee. Those of you who are here or coming on, welcome. Those of you who will come later, welcome. Stella, hey, what's up? I guess I'll message you later. Good news is that I'm able to save my videos. Shooting the hearts. I'm getting your heart, Stella. I don't know how you're doing all these hearts at once, but thank you. Thank you. I'm able to save the videos to YouTube now. So, video from last week is on YouTube. So, if any of you guys, miss the live story that, lasts for 24 hours, you can go to my YouTube. I'll put the new link up. When I upload this video to YouTube, I'll put this link up on my Instagram page. You can click on that. Beastwood's in the house. Here we go. So maybe a lot of you guys are feeling in your different ways. Still the energy of the eclipse, and I'm not going to harp on it too much. But you'll be feeling certain things, changes happening for some time, depending on what path you're on. The effects can last a certain amount of time, but it's all a lot of love. No matter how much frustration you might be feeling, or how much bliss you might be feeling, it's all a lot of love. But anybody who's going through certain questions or challenges right now, this is what we're here for. So we have the masculine and feminine energies for this week. It's guided by the divine aspects of yourself. So right now, we have for the masculine energies, the Lord of Obstacles, Ganesh, right there in the center of the spider web here. What's funny about Lord Ganesh, we don't talk about it, but he's also the one who sets up the obstacles as well as the obstacle remover. Oddly enough, we did in our meditation on Saturday, we did a Ganesh mantra. If you want to know that, you can look that up. It's very short, but if you say that about 108 times, the length of your mala beads, has a lot of power. Or you can just call on Lord Ganesh or whatever you'd like to help remove these obstacles. But, I get a sense for the masculine energies, this is a challenge we're dealing with. Well, the 5 is also equivalent to the Hierophant. There's also change here, okay? And there's also an aspect to get answers as well. So as much as those obstacles or you feel like they're in your way or they've been placed in front of you, there's also the power to remove those obstacles as well. With the spider, that's the grand designer. The spider designs his or her own web and also takes it down and rebuilds as it wishes. Hey, Brian. Morning. Happy Tuesday. So yeah, that's what I have for Lord of Obstacles, for the masculine energies. Let's go into the feminine energies. We have waves of bliss. So as challenging as maybe some of us may feel, I feel like there's a lot of great energy coming from this lunar eclipse for a lot of us who've been doing a lot of work, okay? And for the feminine, the challenge is probably riding that wave of bliss, enjoying where you are right now at this moment. You were like myself, I'm the master at this, is always thinking about the future, especially when you're working on things you want to achieve. You're always thinking about what you need to do to get there. And that the illusion or the tricky part is that we're not being present at that moment right now. We're only being present at a certain amount of time, a certain percent of it. The most of that 100%, or the 90 or 80%, we're thinking about what we need to attain or get. So our challenge right now for the feminine energies is riding that wave of bliss, feeling as though being in that love, that union where I'm just going to be okay with where I'm at right now, okay? And accepting where you are right now. Surrendering, okay? On this path, there's a lot of surrendering. And we'll get to that card later on with Rumi. But, the masculine energies, it's about surrendering and being active and how we can both balance those aspects. Should I go? Should I not go? Should I do? Should I not do? And for a lot of us, hey, Philomena, welcome in. Danke. It's about, most of the time, we're always in that state of mind of, should I do? Should I not do? Should I go? Should I not go? Should I ask? Should I not ask? And believe it or not, that's for everyone working on getting in balance with those energies. Some of us here are really focused more on attaining mastery of those energies so we can live in harmony, so we don't get stressed out by certain challenges or whatever whatever happens in life. We have mastered the art of surrendering it. We've also mastered the art of activating, or knowing when to go, knowing when to take the opportunity, and accepting whatever happens, and also releasing the attachment to the outcome, which is, that's a big challenge in itself. All that is part of balancing these energies out. Okay, I wanted to go directly into the angelic guidance from the masculine and feminine cards of the Lord Ganesh and also Wave of Bliss. So for the masculine energy, with that Lord Ganesh card, we have Angel of Harmony. So the guidance from the angel is the Angel of Harmony here. And the affirmation here is, I live in harmony when I'm at one with the source. So this Lord Ganesh card, we're feeling, the masculine energies are feeling that challenge. We're feeling those obstacles. We're feeling them. And it could be hindering a lot of us. And that is due into the part of the lack of surrender right now. Because that's what the masculine energies, it's more opposed to, naturally. It's more about activation. It's more about getting things done. So right now, it's asking us to live in harmony. So that means we need to let room for our feminine energies. And the feminine energies, they're having a time riding that wave of bliss because of certain things that maybe haven't been let go yet, or haven't been reconciled with. Okay, so the feminine energy challenge, the angelic advice is the angel of reconciliation. Let me be fully reconciled with what I have left behind, okay? Whatever you're thinking about, you name it. Past relationship, a job opportunity, money, where you're at right now. It's all working out right now. You have to, if you step back and you look at this from a higher perspective, as if you were your higher self, at a certain point you have to step back and say, look, this is an experience I'm having that's only going to last a certain amount of time. And if you truly believe that you're an eternal being, and that this is just a trip that you're on, and that you're not yet in your true homeland yet, then you could understand that from your highest self. If you get that feeling of, this is just an experience I'm having, even if it's 80 years, 90 years, 100 years, 105 years, depending on your genes and how well you take care of yourself, is it still only experience you're having? And all things, in this realm, all things change. And there really is no sense of time, only just the experience of time, and that's it. And that seems like a kind of a far out, kind of some kind of pipe dream, LSD acid trip type of thinking. But really, when you step outside of it and thinking your highest self, that's really what's happening here. So sometimes we need to just step out and just relax, and that the sacred space, the meditation, your prayer, walking in the woods, going to the beach, that allows you to step outside yourself and outside of the senses and the emotions you're being bombarded with, your mental strife that's happening, and it lets you see, like, look, this, just chill out. I'm here, I'm alive, the sun's out, I got to experience another season. I made it into the new year. I'm able to walk. I'm able to breathe. For both the masculine and feminine energies, I have one more angelic card, is the Angel of Knowing here. I kept it upside down because I don't know. I just want to keep this. I got two. Both of those reconciliation, Angel of Knowing cards came in reverse. So this is really getting the point across of really realizing the messages from these cards. Sometimes, if it's in reverse, sometimes I keep it in reverse. It's really acknowledging that, look, these are some things that you really need to take in, okay? So the affirmation for the Angel of Knowing is, my sense of inner knowing leads me to the light, okay? All right, and at the top of that cherubim, one of the highest, one of the more powerful angels, is the third eye, that all-seeing eye. So a lot of us are being called to go into our prayer and meditation for inner knowing. I'll get to the Keepers of the Light cards too, but I got to one of them was, oh, let's pull this now. Charity. Prayer and contemplation. Connect with heaven. Ask and you shall receive. Okay? It's true. Sometimes you don't receive it in material form. Sometimes you receive it in the dream realm or the mental realm or through other people. Confirmation, messaging that you needed, that you asked for will come. Just know that. So let's go into, okay, now we got the extended Keepers of the Light. You know, I wanted some knowledge and some wisdom for the masters and the avatars and divine beings. So for the masculine energies, again, we had the Angel of Harmony. We had the Lord of Obstacles, the challenges. The masculines are facing fear right now. But look, Kali is representative of a supreme power, that cosmic energy. She's the destroyer. She's destroyer of illusions. Destroyer of the ego. The ego. Again, we have that third eye here. I'm getting a lot of going in right now. You know, this is how we're gonna set. This is how we're gonna set our new year off right. Okay. And just really quickly, the affirmation for Kali is that major spiritual changes are unfolding for you guys and gals. This is your chance to soar, okay? All right? I want to also say, set some intentions with fire. I got a lot of fire this week. So a lot of you, if you're doing candle work, set those candles. Set those candles aflame. And set your intentions. You know, at the beginning of the Veda, they talk about Agni, the fire. The fire allows for a transition. There's a process that happens with your intention when it hits the fire. It's being offered into another realm. Your highest self, your ancestors. That's the threshold. Your ancestors on the other side of that flame. Or within that flame. So again, trust me guys, set your intentions. Set that candle aflame tonight. Choose your colors, or if you just have a regular candle, that's fine. Light it up at night, especially at night when you're dreaming, when you're sleeping. Put it in a safe place. Let it burn. And set your intentions before you go to sleep tonight. All right? And just be honest. Even if you're mad, talk to it. Say, you know, I'm frustrated about this. You know, I don't know what's happening. I'm impatient, or I don't know when this is going to come. I've done everything I can. And just talk to your ancestors. Talk to the higher realms. The answers will come. All right, let's go into the for the feminine energies. We have Green Tar. She's the Buddhist goddess, deity of supreme protection. You know, they have a white tar too, but this is the Green Tar. Supreme protection, you're protected. Okay, there's cords being cut right now. Move beyond limitation and trust. Okay, so some of you guys may be feeling some energies from past partners, past experiences. This is all that dust kicking up. Okay, so you know, honestly, sometimes, you know, for a lot of us, we have to, this is tough. You know, you guys have to be. I keep seeing that billboard for that new movie, Alita: Battle Angel, and sometimes that's what a lot of us are being called to do right now. You know, there's a lot of stuff from our ancestors, and you know, maybe in the past life we were part of that chain too. But from our family dynamics, we're here to cut a lot of that, and some of us have to go through that gunk of what maybe our parents or grandparents or relatives didn't do, and some of us are being called to clear the way for that. Some of you guys are going to be first generation millionaires, first generation CEOs. Who knows? To break that chain, and a lot of us have to go through certain emotions, and we have to. It has to be presented to us. Maybe, you know, maybe like I say, a business plan that didn't happen, or a relationship that didn't happen, is being brought up to you, and it feels like you're being attacked. But that is a pattern or a challenge that you face that is maybe ancestral, that has maybe been absorbed from your upbringing. And this is why you're being faced with it, so you can break that pattern. So if you have children, or if you become an uncle or aunt, or a guardian, you're not passing that on to that next generation. Or if you become a teacher to many children or even adults, you're not passing that on to them. You're actually healing them of that. Okay? So again, supreme protection. Again, we have that third eye here. A lot of you guys, again, we're being called to meditate and go into our contemplation and prayer. Okay? This week, you know, we're starting this. A lot of us have to start this year off right. We don't want 2018 to repeat. And I tell you right now, please don't get trapped into what's happening in the government, what's happening in politics right now. You know, honestly, that energy, you know, for me, it's already trying to start this year off to be a hindrance on people. Please don't get sucked into, you know, the what's happening right now. Don't let that be your reality. It's all gonna work out, okay? All right, so let's go into oh yeah, one more thing. Sorry, last Keepers of Light, we have Freya. She's a warrior goddess too of the Scandinavian culture. Vikings, old Celtics. Freya is also a warrior, a spirit warrior, and goddess of fertility. Also, she's signaled with the raven, who denotes change and also illusions. The raven is a kind of a trickster. But if you look deeper into the raven allows you to see the illusions. It allows you to see what's not real. So the challenges you're facing right now is allowing you to see what's not real. What the issue is. So you can say, you know, again, first we experienced, why is this happening? And it's completely understandable. And then after a certain point, when we're so tired of feeling that way and frustrated, we're forced to look within. You know, I keep seeing that billboard too for the new season of True Detective. A lot of us have to be a true detective. A lot of us are being called to go within, to see for ourselves what's true. We can't necessarily trust our senses all the time. We can't trust what people say or what we see. And if you're feeling frustrated about which way to go, this is all signaling you to cut off those outer senses and go within, so you can see the truth. And that is the raven coming in a sense, to say, are you feeling weighed down? Are you feeling frustrated about which way to go? Something here is not right. Something here is a trick. Something here is not true. So what is your truth? It's there, but this is the only way you're going to find out. And that new moon, that full moon that just happened, it was the opening of the door for that, okay? But we're now closing on this cycle. We're going to the new moon again, okay? But, all right, let's go into the more of the material prosperity and wealth. And, you know, I just want to go into a revelation for me is that for the prosperity and wealth, if anybody's feeling frustrated about or unsure about wanting or deserving more money, there's nothing wrong with that. That was an illusion for me of deserving finances and deserving money and not being afraid to ask for money. You know, there's a falsity that was brought up to me. You know, people say money is the root of all evil, but that's not true. The full extent of that is the love of money is the root of evil. So if you're obsessed with it to the point where you become greedy and you become selfish and you don't share the wealth, then that is an evil act. That is an ignorant act. So there's nothing wrong with wanting riches and wealth and deserving it and say, I deserve it, because for a lot of us, that's an old family pattern that we have to break, is not being deserving. I think in general, for a lot of us, is not being deserving for whatever it is you want. So let's go into the masculine energies for prosperity and wealth. We got assert yourself. Assert yourself. Okay? So, you know, this is basically saying there's a lot of opportunity out there. So awake, arise. There's more you know, this says your star is in the ascendancy. There's a lot more opportunities here than what your ancestors had. So for a lot of you, if you don't know how to assert yourself or what direction to go in to assert yourself, again, we got those meditation cards. We got all those third eyes on those deities, those divine beings. So it's asking you to go within to find out which way is the best for you to go. And for the feminine energies, we got philosophy here. Wow. So I get a sense for the philosophy, there's a bit of a brainstorming, thinking, reflecting, pondering, absorbing. Before you can put any portion of this philosophy into successful use, your mind must be prepared to receive it, okay? Again, that goes into that deserving mode. So again, some of you guys might be, for the feminine energies, again, it doesn't matter if you're in a physical male body or a feminine bodies, if you're more in tune with that receiving, nurturing, intuitive energy, that's more of the kind of feminine energy. So for anybody really into that intuitive based energy right now, again, it could switch into different modes throughout the day, throughout the week or month. It's asking you to basically receive. Maybe some of you are being asked, like me, maybe not do anything right now. You know, maybe some of us are too much in the assert yourself mode, and some of us are being asked to be more in the receiving mode. You've done enough. There's nothing for you to do right now. What's being asked for you to right now to do is just be patient and receive. And that's the philosophy, is that you need to be in receiving mode now. And be patient. There's nothing for you to do. Now you're racking yourself and you're stressing yourself out because you're doing more than you need to be doing right now. You're just running around in circles at this point right now. So again, that philosophy point is like, now you need to go into I've done enough. Now it's my turn to receive. I've given enough. So I need to receive and let go and just be patient. That's part of the mastery. Again, I saw this again. Patience is a virtue. We say that enough. So many times it seems like a cliche, but there's power to the cliche. If we're talking about like holiness being a virtue, patience is a part of that. Patience. There's a great definition I learned about. Patience is, I'm paraphrasing this, but it's patience is preventing yourself from making unwise decisions and creating more suffering for yourself. That's what patience is. It's being wise and not allowing you to do things that you don't need to do. And there's also an enormous amount of trust that goes into patience. That's probably one of the foundations of patience is trust. And that's something I'm working on, a lot of us are working on. All right, let's go into, we're moving here. Let's go into the Rumi card. I got Rumi. Again, this was in reverse here, okay? So, Sacred Union. So, I'm going to put it up right here. Sacred Union. So, we got those two figures kind of whirling in union together. All right. So, we got the number 19. That's a sun card? The sun card? But, again, this is about our masculine and feminine energies. We take the esoterically is about our masculine and feminine energies. Exoterically, it's about the union, the masculine and feminine forms. And again, that outer forms, those forms coming in union is representative of our energies coming together inwardly. And again, first of all, I want to read. Let me just intuitively say that, a lot of us here, this is what it's about right now, this year. Maybe there's more headway happening this year with this lunar eclipse, this kicking off the start of the 2019. That's a good way to kick off the year for a lot of us who are wanting, and our goal is to be more in tune with ourselves, our inner selves. To have the Sacred Union card here, and to acknowledge, this masculine and feminine, talk that we do, is to say that it's honoring us. It's honoring us being in tune with wanting to get our opposite energies in harmony with one another, and it's recognizing that, and it's recognizing our struggle to do that as well, and it's also asking us to enjoy the dance of that. So I want to go further in and read one little poem and then just some marks, because this is a longer description for this, but let's go into the poem here by Rumi. Only the oneness of love and the lover is eternal. Surrender your heart into this union, for all else in this world is momentary. So, You lucky, lucky angel, you are to be blessed with sacred union. This union is of the lover and the beloved, the masculine and the feminine. That which appears to be opposite will no longer appear to be so. There is a coming together that is destined and divine. You are to be swept up in a wave of such love. Again, this oracle comes to you as important, a sign of that which is to come, and also a confirmation of your spiritual journey thus far. You have been working to integrate masculine and feminine energies within. Oh, perhaps you have not used those words, but you have been attempting to find the balance between living a surrendered life and leading from the heart. And then knowing when to take the initiative to set something in motion, when to put your body, mind, and soul into getting your shoulder behind something to push. You have been working hard to surrender attachment to plans and how you think things should go. Again, the last part here, I'm just skipping through some, but this oracle comes with a particular piece of guidance for you. No matter what has been, what has succeeded, what has appeared to fail, what has been loved, and what has been lost, there is only one truth that will prevail in your life without failure, without exception, and that is love. It is all you are truly seeking and is behind every life experience seeking you. Do not stand back from it. Do not put yourself aside. Turn down your eyes and pretend you cannot be seen by the world. Behold, claim the love that is your divine birthright and know that sacred union is yours, destined in the heavens and blessed with the great beloved. Okay, that's self-explanatory. I don't want to harp on that, but you know, I don't know. Just with love, I know some people say like the Sufis talk too much about love and it just becomes, you know, blown up. But again, every decision we make, every move we're going towards is allowing room for happiness. You know, we have to embrace the change. We have to embrace the movement. You know, and then trust ourselves. Honor the sacred union. Okay. Recognize that if you guys are feeling struggle, if you guys are feeling conflict within yourselves, that's just that sacred union that's happening, that dancing. Those are those two energies working hard to come in harmony with each other. And then there's old energies that are wanting to oppose that, but this is all part of it, you know. When you work out, you know, there's parts of you that don't want to work out, but you keep going. So there's just always this struggle until, you know, day by day it gets easier. It gets easier. You start seeing the results. Things start happening faster. They start happening cleaner, and you become calmer about, you know, going to that bench press or running that lap or doing that stretch. You know. We just have to be patient with ourselves and just embrace the experience and know that we are loved, okay? And not feel like maybe sometimes we're being attacked or frustrated with the struggle, okay? All right, guys, I'm here for you. If you need a reading, let me know. You can reach out to me. We got a new month coming up. Enjoy the last few days of January. We're moving through the year. Going into February already. And there's one more card. It's Divine Alchemy happening here, guys. Divine Alchemy. Get your amethyst, get your crystals, get your candles lit tonight. I'm going to do my candles tonight. Stella, you got a whole rack of candles here, so you got to light them up. Thanks for the hearts, guys. See you next Tuesday on Tarot Tuesday. Enjoy. Again, I'll be posting this on YouTube as well for those who may not be able to see it. All right, hearts to you. Namaste, peace, joy, blessings. Thanks, Beastwood. See you soon. Bye.